Hello threes and welcome to Jemma's Window. If you have followed the calculations in the information box below and you have arrived at power year number 3, then this video is for you. To just review quickly how to get to your power year number, take the month of your birth, add the number of the month of your birth to the day you were born, add those two numbers together. Now, if it's a double number, add the two numbers together. Say it's the 23. Add the 2 plus 3 to get a single digit of 5. Okay, so add your month of birth, your day of birth together. Reduce those two numbers to a single digit. Now, add that single digit to 3. 3 represents 2019. If you've done all that and you've arrived at the number 3, then you're at the right place. Now, threes, you are in the month of 8 for May 2019. And we're going to review and discuss what those numbers mean. But before we do, I'd like to go over the special days of your month and the meanings of them. So you can jot them down now all at once if you'd like to put them on your calendar. If anybody has a calendar. I have a calendar. Okay, threes. When it comes to looking for a job, pitching a new project, building and beginning something new in your month, the best days for you will be May 1st, May 10th, May 19th, and May 28th. Now, days that money can be coming to you from lottery, from somebody who owes you money, a raise, an unexpected gift. Those great days, or you're looking to raise money. Your great days in May will be May 5th, May 14th, and May 23rd. Your best days for romance, threes, will be May 3rd, May 12th, May 21st, and May 30th. And the best days for endings. Perhaps you would like to end something, or perhaps you're looking forward to something ending. Those days would be May 6th, May 12th, May 21st, and May 30th. Now, do remember, threes, that your power days are May 9th, May 18th, and May 27th. Those are the days the universe gives you double magic to achieve double results in anything that you choose. So what we're going to do, threes, is we're going to shuffle our cards here. And we're going to start with jobs, business, then we're going to move to love, and then we're going to move to answer any question that you'd like. We're going to look at the best outcome, okay? Oh, I didn't go over 3. When you are in the year of 3, the year of 3 is meant to be a lighter, more fun, more entertaining year for you. It can be dramatic, however. It can bring drama into your life, or you can create drama elsewhere. My experience with 3, and I say this over and over again, is I don't buy that it's all happy time. Drama is not always happy time. It can bring on something that's challenging as well. But it is meant to be fun. It is meant to be flirty. It is meant to be a dating year, or a meeting somebody and then sealing the deal next month when you're in the month of 4. You are in the month of 8, threes, and the month of 8 is a very good financial month. It is a very good month for conclusion, the wrapping up of things. And there's other parts and components to 8 too, and if it comes up in your cards, I'll let you know. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start with jobs, and for those of you who have a job, these cards are going to be for you. Sometimes they do overlap with people who are looking for a job, but we're going to start. Okay, now threes, again, like I said, you're meant to be in this light year, but these cards aren't necessarily a light reading. what I have is that you've been put into a box at work, or the corner at work, or a position at work where you're afraid to speak up and face something or bring something to someone's attention. Um, but I feel like you've been holding on to it for a long time. And being that you are in the month of 8, another meaning of 8 is to take your power back. It's not to be a victim anymore. And these cards are showing me that you are afraid of broaching something at the workplace because you're afraid you're going to be put down. It isn't going to go over. It isn't going to work for you for whatever reason. But you're in a month of 8. And so it is a conclusion month, particularly next month. Your next month is a month of endings. So you're in a time where it is time to start figuring out a plan of facing the music and announcing what it is you need at work, or what it is you've been going through at work, or who has been picking on you at work. It is time to face the music and make a plan between May and June for whatever is bothering you at work. And that includes I want a different territory. I want a promotion. Why are you going over my head? Did I plant the seed enough that I want this promotion that's going to be happening in the next couple months? Do I bug somebody anymore? The cards are saying come up with a plan. Yes, between May and June, it is time to at least approach this thing one more time. Okay? And 8 is it is a successful month. It is a successful financial month. So you do have that on your side. When we go into June, we're going into the month of endings. That's a little different. And obviously, they're different numbers, and they mean and represent different things. So take what works for you, and I hope it helps. Let's take a look at people who are looking for work. Now, you're in this year of 3, and the year of 3, I feel like when it comes to jobs, it's about kind of taking a chance here and there, kind of trying something new here and there. I do have an extra card here that I wanted. I'm going to pull that. I do want to tell you, 3s, that if you are anything in the arts, in publishing, a performer, a writer, whatever, the year of 3 is very beneficial for you. It is a year of drama, and that's literally a year of acting and auditions and anything to do with the public eye. It is a fabulous year 4. Now, in this month of 8, you might want to go for something in that area of life, and you might want to pitch an idea, because it's more of a lucky month for you. Now, those of you who are looking for this new project or this new job, speaking of luck, you've got the Wheel of Fortune card on your side. And I feel like, again, I'm finding this hesitancy, if that's a word, of pursuing a goal or a dream or a new idea or something that is kind of out there. Let's say an audition for something somewhere. Let's say pitching a pilot or sending a publisher some work. But you've got luck on your side. And I've got all these emotional cards around it where you kind of don't believe it can really happen. Maybe it's a job someplace new. It's a challenge. You don't feel qualified, or you feel a little embarrassed. Maybe it's taking a few steps backwards, whereas you'll have to fess up to people around you that, yeah, I know it's kind of a demotion, but the thing is that I got off track and I want to go back and start again and get on track. Because, you know, I always say, when you think of retirement at 65, look at how many years are ahead of you. Is it really that inconceivable that you might go back to school or change gears? Think of how many years you have left if you're going to be working till 65. That's how I always thought, and it gives you a little bit more energy and nerve to go after a challenge. I've got a card where you feel like you've been abandoned in the past, that maybe people at work didn't stand up for you, they didn't take care of you, and it's shaken your confidence. I'll have a card here where you're like in limbo and you're waiting, and it's like, is this ever going to happen? And I contacted this person, I did the right things, why aren't I hearing from them? And then I've got this card where it's a negative feeling that you're carrying around with you. And this is what I can suggest for that. Your angels and your guides cannot help you unless you ask. That's a little hint. I didn't always know that. And it makes a huge difference. You're like, where are these people? Why aren't they helping? Did you ask? You have to ask, because as a human being, you have free will. And you have free will to pick and choose and slow things down and make things go fast and make things difficult for yourself and so on and so forth. So ask. I am willing to believe. I need help from my guides. I need help from my angels. If there's a few in particular, people on the other side, name them. There is so much power in a first name. When I do a reading, I always tune right into the first name. That's where all the power is. That's where I find your power. Call to you who you want to help you with something, and then announce to them, I'm willing to believe that this can work for me. You just have to be willing. You don't have to be standing there saying, I know this is going to work for me. Hey, if you feel that way, say it. But a lot of us don't. And this is like doubting Thomas all over the place. Just say, I am willing to believe that I can be the star of this pilot that I am auditioning for, and I am asking for help from blah, 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 to get me there. And ask every day. Don't ask once. Ask every day. Alrighty. That was heavy and intense, but fun. And magical. 3 is magical. 3 is magical. Let's shuffle these cards now, and let's look at relationships. So for those of you who are in a relationship, now we're also going to be choosing cards for if you're looking for love, and I'm going to be looking in the cards for anything about a reconciliation with someone. So I do try to hit all 3 areas. Now I'm going to move these over. Now, for those of you in a relationship, I feel like something in you has been discouraged. So you could be married, you could be engaged, you could be very committed and living together, but something in you has been discouraged. And it looks here to me like you might be flirting with someone else. You might be thinking about what would it be like to be with them. So let's discuss. Because we're not doing a full reading on you personally here, whereas if you were with me, we would be going forward with, well, is this a good idea? What is this other person thinking and perceiving of you? And so on. We've just got the nut here of you are thinking about different alternatives. So I don't want to discourage you from that, because it might be the right thing to do. I have the Death card in your recent past, and that means letting go of the life that you're living to receive the wonderful life that's waiting for you. And the tug of war continues between you and your partner about a certain issue in your relationship or about your relationship. And somewhere along the line, you've gotten turned off and are looking towards, some of you, greener pastures, an old boyfriend or girlfriend's resurfaced, somebody's been giving you the eye or been flirting for months with you at work, or maybe it's all of a sudden. And I just feel like in the year of 3, this is something that might happen. Now, this is quite dramatic, isn't it? But on one hand, it might be a little bit of fun drama, too. 3 is a year about dating, checking out what's out there. So I don't want to curtail your curiosity here, because that's the kind of year you're in. The month you're in of 8, if you're in a relationship, that's about karmic debt. So you want to be sure you're on the up and up and try not to get into a position of cheating, because you're in a karmic debt month, and so you don't want it to happen to you down the road when you're in another month of 8 or year of 8. It's about not being the victim this month of 8. So you might be thinking that, I don't like what's been happening, and I'm turned off, and I don't want to take it anymore. That's natural. You're in the month of 8 and you're in the year of 3. So I'm going to leave it at that the universe is recognizing that this may be something that you need to grow. And I'm leaving it at that. You make your own decision. I'm going to pull 3 cards now on people who are looking for love. As far as reconciliation, for you who are possibly thinking that, I feel like these cards are saying you might be better off as friends with this person, or you might be better off giving it a little bit more time until you're in like the month of 2. So you're in the month of 8, May, June, July, August. In August, you might reconsider again getting back with someone. But for now, I feel like the universe is suggesting keep it the way that it is. Give yourself some time. You're in that year of 3. Okay, so 3s, you're looking for love. Wow, I am not letting this card go. I pulled 2 by mistake, and I am not letting it go. This is, look at that. Woo! 10 of Cups. Wow, that's the serious relationship that you have been looking for, or maybe not been looking for, but can potentially fall into. We are talking about the month of May, but I'm going to stretch that out for the year of 3. You have great potential. And I'll tell you something. You are appealing to people. You have the card of someone who isn't strong-arming. Whatever circumstance it is that you've been meeting someone or talking to people, or someone's been watching you or flirting with you, you are giving a wonderful impression of yourself, and it's being observed, and they like it. Now over here I've got my Magician card, and in this particular reading, in this year for you, and this month for you, I feel like you've lost the weight, you've made a makeover, you're working on the makeover, you've changed your hair, you're thinking of changing your hair. I feel like you've done the work, or you've gotten over somebody, You've done the work to prepare yourself to meet this wonderful relationship, and I say, go for it. It is beautiful. Continue with that upbeatness that you have, or the upbeatness that you think you might need, and bring it into your world, because it's there for you. It's there for you this year, 3s. Very nice. Now, let's put all these cards back in. And what I tell my clients is the more specific your question is, the more specific my answer is. So think of a specific question. It can be about love, it can be about job, it can be about absolutely anything. And then you're going to tweak the answer to fit, the answer that I get to fit your circumstance. And don't feel funny about that, because that's the way the bully bounces. I try to cover various circumstances so that you can get an idea of how the answer will fit, but I'm not going to hit every circumstance out there. So take liberties, poetic license and all that, and figure out how to make the answer work with your question. Got your question? Okay, let's get your answer. Best outcome to whatever the questioner's question is at this moment. Oh, okay, we got. Ooh, okay. Okay. Wow. Very nice, 3s. I am saying for you in this year, it is very liberating. Your whole reading has been very liberating. It's been about setting yourself free from things that have confined you or bothered you. It's very cool reading you've got this month going on. So what I have here happening for you is justice is coming your way. Justice is going to be served. You've been waiting a long time for it. I have my Empress card over here, and my Empress card is talking about you've really done the homework, you've done the background work, and you've been sitting back waiting for results, and the results are in the here and in the now. They're on their way. The card coming into fruition is the wonderful Ace of Pentacles. That's my card of recreation. It's when you get to start from scratch. It's like expunging. It's like in the legal world, when you've been charged with something and you get it completely taken off your record, it's been expunged. That's what I feel like is happening here. You are going to have an opportunity for a fresh start, a new start. Fairness is coming your way in a situation. You've been waiting a long time for it, and you are going to get a chance to apply whatever thoughts you've had, whatever desires you've had to your life in the very near future, threes. It looks to me like a lot of you will be receiving in this month of May karmic positive payback because you paid your dues, you've been honest, and you've waited. You've waited your turn. Very nice, threes. You had a wonderful read today. Thank you so much for joining Gemma's Window today. And any more information you'd like about me or a private reading or anything like that, just please jump onto my website, gemmaswindow@gmail.com. Otherwise, if you'd like to subscribe, I would love to have you. Thank you so much. See you next time, threes.